I trust you.
I don't think, I mean, we really,
Alright, you're live.
I am.
Here's the first
Okay,
slide.
so, oh,
I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, we're here today to approve the resolution to consider the recommendations of the ARP committee in appropriating payments for the ARP Coronavirus Local Fiscal Recovery Grant Fund. And I do have a resolution that was drafted by our county attorney, Rod Acciardo. I don't guess Rod's here.
No.
But anyway, I guess you want me to just read this?
Well, I'd give a copy to everyone.
Okay,
so
yeah.
that way they can follow along.
It has to approve it by Rod.
Yeah.
All the legals okay with it?
Yes. Well, Rod's on one. I had to look at it.
Oh, is that two? That is two.
Pardon?
Here's a copy.
I did what?
If you're ready.
Oh,
you
yeah.
need to
I was
read it.
going to.
Do you have an extra one? I'll give you
Yeah.
some.
You can get one to the news too. if you want. Does she want one? Oh.
Is she the news?
No.
that's,
No.
that's Chris.
That's what I
the
thought it was
executive
Chris.
director of
I
the
thought it was
recycling.
Chris, and then she had her hair
Okay.
up today. She had her hair
Yeah,
down.
yeah, I've been out, I was at the Branchville site this morning, out in the rain, so I have a crazy bird.
Okay, so I will
Okay.
read the resolution.
Okay, I'll read the resolution. It's resolution number, whatever number we signed to that. Perry County Council, Indiana. Resolution to designate 100% of the ARP funds awarded to Perry County as standard allowance of revenue loss and for use for general government services. Whereas the Perry County Commissioners adopted ordinance 0621-3, which established the ARP Coronavirus Local Fiscal Recovery Grant Fund so that the county may receive American Rescue Plan funds pursuant to the American Rescue Plan Act, ARP. And whereas said ordinance required the commissioners to develop a plan that details the specific uses of such funds as required by the American Rescue Plan Act, and also provides that any specific appropriations approved by the county council or Perry County, the council, shall be deemed a part of the plan or an amendment to that plan as appropriate when such appropriations are made. And whereas the commissioners have adopted such a plan as amended from time to time for the appropriation of the ARP funds, and whereas the commissioners and the Perry County Council have appointed an ARP advisory committee to assist in developing a plan and awarding funds pursuant to that plan to be recommended to the council as a fiscal body, and whereas the U.S. Treasury has adopted final rules which allow up to $10 million of the ARP funds awarded to be designated as a standard allowance of revenue loss without proof of actual revenue loss due to the pandemic, and whereas the Perry County Council desires that the ARP advisory committee continue to evaluate applications and requests for funds and provide recommendations regarding said applications and requests for review. Now therefore be it resolved as follows. In the event that the Perry County Commissioners change the plan for the use of the ARP funds to designate 1% of the $3.72 million awarded to Perry County as the standard allowance of revenue loss, and provide that said money may be used for general government services subject to the restrictions of the fund rule, the council would thereby consider the recommendations of the ARP committee in appropriating payments from that fund. That this resolution shall be in full force and effect from the date of passage, all of which is approved, adopted, and resolved by the Perry County Council on this 13th day of April 2022. In the Perry County Council, all the members would sign and attest by Pam Goffnett, the auditor.
Just a quick question, you guys mentioned the ARP is still changing the rule of.
No, they had the
final rule, April
ruling
1st.
April 1st.
Effective
Yes.
April 1st.
Because if the federal government changes things, can we go back in and amend this to comply with it? If they change the claims
Quote
bill?
unquote final rule, because, I mean, once we consume it as a loss, it's consumed as a loss.
Yeah.
That's not.
Okay.
Because there is a reporting that has to be done, and the reporting has to be done by April 30th. And that's what has to determine whether, if we go by the 100% loss or I'm not sure if it can be done, oops, sorry about that.
That's been verified, it can be split.
Yes, and that it can be split, half and half, however, but it, no matter what, we're giving this one open, one chance that we can get the reporting done different than what we done the first time. So,
It's a lot simpler.
A lot easier.
yes,
We only have two questions on that, and one is, can we, if we do it as lots, is can we still grant to small businesses, and the other one is can we grant to small, nonprofits? We've submitted that to the SLRF, which I'm final say on that, and I don't know whether they'll get back to me.
I think you can. It seems to be the opinion.
I think we can, but we've had a state board of accounts say that
Right.
maybe not, and so they then emailed me and said, the final say is the SLRF, and so I emailed the SLRF. I have two case numbers, one with their law group and one with their policy group.
I thought
and
Lori
I've had
Rogers.
I've had one person to get back with me as far as trying to get those answers too.
We've also had 3 different lawyers say that we could, but with the state board of accounts saying it's iffy, I'd rather have our T's crossed and I's.
Well, I thought the state board of accounts, Lori Rogers, had pretty much made it explicit that you could do that. Did you see that?
I did not see it with an email other than Lori. Lori's email said you could not.
I didn't see that. I thought the last paragraph more or less said you could. Okay.
Anyway, that's the only thing we're dotting our
Right.
i's, cross our t's on. But
Okay.
I'm with David. I'm 99% sure that we're A-okay.
Well, I just giving you certain, certainly some government stuff, if that changes, if we need to, we can change it, but,
Yeah. Hopefully this settles it. And even if
Okay.
change
Hope it don't
then-
change.
you guys worked on this, you guys,
A little bit.
okay, I'll make more, wow.
Well, I would like to make one discussion point. In the last whereas, can it be continue to evaluate all applications and requests for funds?
I,
Do you have a problem with that?
well, I can't change this.
What do you mean all applications and requests? What do you mean by that?
What do I mean by that?
What do you mean by all instead of said?
Because it says to continue to evaluate applications and requests for funds, provide recommendations. It doesn't mean that, an application or request can't bypass the advisory committee unless you put all of them.
So you want all,
like all of
everything
them.
to
I
first
think
go
they
to
can
the advisory committee?
Yes, you can change it, you have a motion on it.
It's up to you.
I don't think I can change it. Well, we can't do it today then. That's what I told one other time at a meeting.
Do you want to prove it like that, or do you want to prove it with a change? That's what you got to decide.
We've changed it, resolutions before and ordinances before.
Okay,
Well, I think he's talking physically changing it here on the spot,
Right.
right? Yeah.
And I think
That's
we have
what
a
I'm talking
motion
about.
on the floor.
I make motion to present, approve it as,
We went through this same thing once before.
And I'll second his motion.
Are you suggesting we do just a
What
little
is-
right in?
That's
Right
all
in?
I'm suggesting is that you just add the word all between evaluate and applications.
well, it says evaluate application, to me, that means
All.
you're gonna look at all of them anyway.
It seems like all.
To me, it is all.
Evaluate applications,
Okay, I get it.
yeah.
Got it good, man.
I think it's,
Right.
If that's the intent of this.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
I agree.
I
That all.
But when it says continue to evaluate applications, that means we're gonna look at every
And
application
that
that
would
comes
be
in.
government entities
Yes.
that ask for money.
So
That
basically, any applications, any request for ARP money goes to the ARP committee first, and then it comes to you for approval or veto, is what I'm hearing.
would,
I think
goes to
so.
That's the
commissioners,
intent.
doesn't it?
Don't you think that's
After
right?
ARP goes to commissioners,
Yeah.
and then.
I think that's
passes
the way-
No,
on.
no, because once we give it to you as lost, we're out of picture. Commissioners are no longer in it. Correct, David?
I think so.
You
Okay,
appropriate it or you don't.
Right.
That's it.
okay, all right, I'm fine with that, I can agree with
But I
that.
think with having the whereas, I think that's why they wanted that in there, so it still goes before the ARP committee.
I've got your intent on
Yeah,
record.
it's all right.
I'm good to go.
And I will stand with you.
Okay. So you made a motion?
Made motion.
Charlie
I second
seconded
Your
it.
second. All those in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries 6-0. Randy's not here.
Yeah, there is 6 of you. I counted 5. I don't know
And I
why.
appreciate everybody's effort going into this.
Yeah.
to get it done.
Oh, it's a lot of work
I know
for the
it's a lot of
ARP
time, so,
committee.
yeah.
And
Yes.
I I meant to say it last night. Can you hear me okay when I'm talking? Hi. No. Then, I'm gonna say it anyway, just so you guys know. But the ARP committee last night went through 49 applications. I only had to do 4 because I was conflict of interest on the rest of them because they're a small business and nonprofits. Those 4 took me like almost 2 hours. So you can imagine how long it took them to do 49 of them. So just the amount of work I did there.
I don't mean to rush off, I got a meeting.
I got a bad pen.
Make a motion.
I don't like these pins, I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Motion to adjourn.
I'll second it.
All those in favor,
You
signify by
guys give
saying
me more
aye.
money to buy
Aye.
new pins for you.
Motion carries 6-0.
On my own.
Oh my God.
Yeah, appreciate you guys.
Are we
Here.
off,
Thank you.
Teresa?
Those
Use
none
mine.
right.
Well, I'll get rid of them. You just give me